We're going to add 1.5 cups of Vital wheat gluten flour. To that, salt and pepper, ½ teaspoon of each. And then our onion powder, 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. 1 teaspoon of my mixed vegetable seasoning. And a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. Mix that together. In another bowl, we're going to add a cup of vegetable broth or water. A 1/4 cup of soy sauce or tamari or liquid aminos. And 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Mix that together. And then we'll add the wet to the dry. Be careful because the Vital wheat gluten can fluff and poof out. That's why I'm using a really deep bowl. You don't want a big cloud of Vital wheat gluten going all over the place. Stir that well. Add more liquid as needed. Take your rings off and begin to knead the dough. The longer you knead, the chewier the seitan becomes. So if you don't want a really tough seitan, I don't recommend kneading for very long, but you do want to make sure you get all of the wheat gluten flour incorporated, so add a little bit more liquid as you need to. Continue to work the dough. Keep in mind, you don't want it to become too wet. So take your time and add just a little bit at a time. But you do want to have enough liquid so that you don't have strings hanging off of the seitan. You want it to be well incorporated. See, there's a few little strings that really aren't attaching well. Go ahead and add just a little more liquid if you see that. And keep in mind, a little goes a long way. Knead it just a little bit longer, incorporating all of that liquid. And then you can let it rest for a few minutes. Wrap it in parchment and then foil before you put it in your Instant Pot or in your steamer. I'm going to use the Instant Pot for this one. To the Instant Pot, we're going to add the trivet. And we're going to add our simmering broth. 6 cups of vegetable broth or water. A 1/4 cup of soy sauce, tamari, or liquid aminos. A bay leaf. 2 to 3 cloves of garlic smashed. And you can always add peppercorns here if you would like. We're going to lay that seitan on top of the trivet. Place the Instant Pot lid on and seal it. And we're going to cook it for 20 minutes. Once it's done, let it vent. I like to lay a towel on top of mine and just use the tongs to twist it just to protect myself from any steam. You're going to let it naturally release for 10 minutes, then release that steam. We'll remove the lid. There's Teddy Cat. We'll use our Instant Pot tongs to get that seitan out of there because that liquid is hot. And you'll have to excuse the shift in my camera. But you can see what's going on. We're removing that seitan. Be careful, it's still steaming, it's still hot. Use your tongs to get that aluminum foil and parchment off. And you have some delicious seitan. It has a fantastic texture. Use it in place of chicken in any of your favorite recipes, or you can slice it and enjoy it on a sandwich for a little plant-based meat. High in protein, low in fat, with a great texture. You are going to love it.